Well, welcome basketball fans to basketball. We're at the Campbell Gymnasium. Tommy Jacobs, along with Tyler Wagner. I'm Bill Hampton, and glad that you joined us for high school basketball on YHC TV. Tonight, the Malden Green Wave roll into Campbell, take on those Camels. Campbell comes in with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses, and the Green Wave come in looking for their first win. They're 0-3. Campbell's coached by Steve Fowler, a former 1995 graduate of the Malden schools, one of the best three-point shooters, shooters that I have seen in quite some time. Went on ahead and played college basketball. Does a great job with these Camels. And he is assisted by Joey Kerprian. The Green Wave, Robert Eisen. No need to talk about Robert Eisen and all the accomplishments that he had in his high school career and in college. And his assistant, Evgeny Sokolov, he played college ball at Arkansas State University. So, guys, we're going to be in for a good ball game tonight. Like I said, the Green Wave looking for their first win. Tommy, you've seen the Green Wave play. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect from them.
They like to get the ball up and down the court. Sometimes they have a little trouble in their passing game, and they slack a little bit on defense sometimes, but they got a lot of desire. They work hard in practice. Coach Eisen said, we're just going to continue to get better. And I look for a pretty good ball game because this Campbell team is a fine team.
They're a good ball club. One more thing about the Green Wave. The Green Wave had some discipline problems.
Yes, sir.
Coach Eisen seems to straighten that out. He's dismissed a couple of the players. And we saw the JV game prior to this one. Malden's JV comes away with a 52-31 win over the Camels. And some of those JV players they pulled up for the varsity action tonight to come in and help out if need be. But one thing about Coach Eisen, you're going to play a good brand of basketball for him, and you're going to be on your good attitude, or you're going to take it on down the road.
That's exactly right.
And I admire him for that.
I do too. I heard him say the other day, you always hate to have to discipline young men, but sometimes you have to do. He said we're gonna take it on the chin a few times this year until we get everything lined out, and we're going to win as a team. We're going to lose as a team, and he's a team-oriented person, and I've got a lot of respect for Robert Eisen.
Yeah. Tyler, you've got to see this Campbell team play, I believe, in the Campbell tournament, the first-round game. And what did you think about them?
They're very well disciplined. They're not going to take bad shots. It's going to be hard for Malden to force them into bad shots. They take care of the ball well. They don't get up and down the court real quick, but they are very, very disciplined on both sides of the floor. What I would look for Malden to do to try to probably speed the game up, try to force some turnovers, get them defensively, maybe look at a half-court trap or a full-court press to get more possessions out of them. And I think that would be one of the key factors for Malden to come out with a win tonight.
Well, the one thing that I noticed, I got to see Campbell the second night in the semifinal action, and they've got some great shooters. The Pearson kid really does a great job from the three-point line. Justin Fowler has always been a good shooter. I've talked to him over the summer. He went to some camps, and he just needed some confidence. Any stroke, yeah. I mean, you watch these kids stroke at basketball. They shoot the basketball. If they hit the first and second shot, watch out.
That's right.
If they miss, they get a little tinny, and instead they just need to keep stroking and keep that wrist going. And Coach Fowler, boy, I tell you what, you can't have a better instructor from the three-point line.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's a pure shooter, and Steve can still shoot the basketball. One thing I want to talk about, Joe Campbell, he's a sophomore. He is one of the best ball handlers that you'll see for as young as he is. He's not afraid to take it against anybody. He can take it down the floor against presses, and he's only a sophomore. Very well disciplined, very good ball handler, and as he goes, so the Camels go.
Yeah, right.
So we expect a great ball game. The referees tonight, Greg Riggs, Billy Kelms, and also Lee Jones, 3 good officials. And tell you what, guys, it's almost time for the introduction of players. If you've not been to the Campbell Gymnasium, you're going to get a good look at it. We have Kim Stokes on camera again tonight. She always does a great job. But what a beautiful gym they have here at Campbell, and the fans really turn out for it. Of course, Campbell is going to have they're going to have a good ball club. They won a big game the other night against Richland, 63-62. Richland's got a very good ball club.
Yes.
Campbell went up to Richland and comes away with a 1-point win. So great job by the Camels on that win. We've not got to see Richland. We'll get to see them in the Christmas tournament. And YHC will be doing all 26 games from that Christmas tournament. We really look forward to it. Always have a good time up at Bloomfield.
Yes, we do, Bill.
I want to tell you tonight's game brought to you in part by Easy Cook Gas, also Shear Insurance Service, your Farmers Insurance Group agents, Also, Tommy's Convenience Store, Three Rivers Community College, and Progressive Farm Credit Services. For the Malden Green Wave, starting lineup, number 4, a 5'8 junior, Travis Gregory. Number 12, a 5'9 senior, D. Collier. Green Wave go with a very small lineup.
Yes, they do.
Number 15, a 5'9 senior, Dylan Krigler. Number 32, the tallest guy on the team, 6-footer senior Andy Matthews.
Very hard worker.
Player. Yeah, he works hard, always has.
Sure have.
Number 42, 6-foot sophomore, Dwight Jackson. That's the starting 5 for the Green Wave. Camels. Number 21, a 6'3 senior, Andrew Pearson. And folks, if he gets hot for that three-point line, he'll fill it up. Number 50, a 6-foot senior, Jake Nelson. Number 23, a 6'3 junior, Justin Fowler, another great shooter. And he can jump out of the gym.
He sure can, Bill.
A 5'9 sophomore, we talked about him in the pre-game, Joe Campbell. And number 42, a 6'4 senior, a very strong guy on the inside, Cale Weeks, a great baseball player.
Sure he is. Fine young man.
Oh, he is. He just got a great attitude. We're glad that you joined us here on YHC-TV for your game tonight. Green Wave, again, coming in searching for their first win. And Camels 3-2. Matthews will jump center against Fowler. Referee Billy Killam will toss the ball up. We're set for action. Set back, folks. Get you a Diet Soda and a bag of popcorn. We're ready to go. Campbell will control the tip. Weeks over to Pearson. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded in there by Krigler. Krigler across the timeline. Campbell had the break. Could not control.
Campbell's got him trapped in there. He gets it outside. Yeah. Gregory's a nice shooter from the outside.
Will not go, but good hustle by Jackson, but could not pick it up. Cale Weeks picks the ball up, gets it to Campbell. Down in the corner to Fowler. Fowler for 3. Will not go. Rebounded on the floor by Krigler. Green Wave off and running. Green Wave want to move the ball,
yes,
it looks like. Collier pulls it back. Started to crank it up from 3. Gets it over to Krigler. Down in the corner to Gregory. Inside to Jackson. We've got our first foul of the game. Foul will be on Cale Weeks. His first, team's first. Green Wave will inbound under their own basket. Gregory to inbound. Pick set by Jackson. Ball out front to Krigler. Krigler puts one up from 15. Will not go. Rebounded by Campbell. We had Joe Campbell down as number 12. He's going to be wearing number 1 tonight.
Number 1.
Nice drive, but couldn't get it to go. Fowler went in. Looked like he was going to try to dunk it and pulled up at the very last second. As you can see, he's way above the rim.
He sure was.
Ball out of bounds off the Green Wave. Campbell will inbound with 7:03 to go in the game. No score. Ball passed up high to Fowler, and he could not come away with it. Jackson picks a loose ball up. Collier across the timeline, quickly down in the corner to Gregory, and we've got a walking violation against the Green Wave. Both teams very tight. What I'm already impressed about the Green Wave, Tommy, they get the ball, they're going south.
Yes, they are.
They're moving. They're going quick. Jim runs north and south here. Pearson with a long pass cross court to Fowler. Gets it out to Campbell. Green Wave in a 2-3 zone. Down in the corner to Weeks. He puts up a shot from the corner. Will not go. Rebound by Collier. He gets the ball to Gregory. Gregory going to drive. Pulls it back out. Gets the ball over to Matthews. Matthews gets a long cross-court pass to Krigler. Down in the corner to Gregory. Gregory out front to Krigler. Krigler going to drive in, gets the ball over to Collier. Collier gets it back to Krigler. Krigler along the baseline, looks for some place to go, gets it into Matthews. Matthews puts it up, will not go. Rebound Jackson, can't get it to go. Weeks with the rebound for the Camels. We played almost 2 minutes. Neither team has scored.
Both teams have some good looks.
Ball turned over. Great defense by the Green Wave. They got a break. Krigler goes in on a layup and couldn't get it to go. He was off balance. Ball to Pearson. Pearson in the corner. Gets it to Campbell. Campbell back to Pearson. Pearson inside. Oh, what a nice shot that time by Nelson. First 2 points of the game come with 5:46 to go in this first period of play. Campbell on top of Malden. 2-0 takeaway. Weeks with the ball. Gets it ahead to Fowler, but over passes there, and the ball goes out of bounds. turnover on the Camels. How are the turnovers doing, Travis or Tyler?
Yeah, quite a few early on. Campbell's got 3 to Malden's 2, but no points off of them early on.
The ball turned over by the Green Wave. Campbell going to drive. Good ball handler. He's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on the floor. Going to be against Krigler. His first, team's first. 5:24 to go in this opening period of play. Campbell will inbound under their own basket. Joe Campbell will inbound for the Camels.
Right.
He gets the ball to Pearson. He puts it up from 3. Like I said, folks,
he's a shooter.
He is a shooter, and he's got great arch and great form on that ball. Inside to Matthews. He puts it up. Good move there by Andy Matthews. Green Wave right back. 5-2. Campbell's lead with 5:05 to go in the opening frame of play here at Campbell. Green Wave with a takeaway. Krigler has it. Gets it over to.
That's one of the B-teamers they moved up, Bill.
Just into the game. And who is that?
He's Wilson.
Okay, because we don't have him down. We've got
Raymond Wilson.
We got timeout on the floor with the Camels 5, the Malden Green Wave 4. Tyler, how are we doing on the stats?
Well, a lot of turnovers early. Malden scored 3 off of Campbell scored 3 off of Malden's turnover just then. But like I said early on, Malden's going to try to force some turnovers. They just got one just then, so that's one indicator to look for early on.
Well, again, we want to tell you this game tonight brought to you by Easy Cook Gas, Shear Insurance Service, your Farmers Insurance Group agents in Malden, Tommy's Convenience Store in Malden, Three Rivers Community College, and Progressive Farm Credit Services. Folks, if you like watching basketball on YHC TV, you see these folks, tell them how much you appreciate them sponsoring this ball game. Campbell will inbound. Joe Campbell will inbound for the Camels. Green Wave in a 2-2-1 full court zone press. They're putting pressure on the guys the ball's going to be thrown into. Ball inbound to Pearson, back to Campbell. Malden's going to fall back into a half-court trap or three-quarter court trap. Looks like it's a spearhead.
Yeah, it's a 1-2-2 there.
Yes.
They forced the turnover.
Hey, looky there. Malden, that's what you've got to do against the press is get those hands out and let the ball deflect. That's what the Green Wave did. Another turnover by the Camels. Green Wave with a chance to take their first lead of the night. Gregory in the corner finds Krigler out front. We've got a timeout by the Green Wave. And with timeout on the floor, we want to tell you tonight's game is brought to you by Easy Cook Gas. They're located at 419 East Grand Avenue in Campbell. They're serving all of Northeast Arkansas and Southeast Missouri for all your propane needs. Now, if you're in Campbell, phone 246-2211, or outside the Campbell area, toll free at 1-800-972-0874. If you don't have a propane tank, no problem. Let Easy Cook Gas set one for you. Easy Cook Gas has fireplaces and gas heaters. Easy Cook Gas covering all of Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas. Easy Cook Gas will not be undersold. Phone 246-2211 or toll free 1-800-972-0874. It's Easy Cook Gas in Campbell, a proud supporter of our students today, our leaders for tomorrow. Wilson gets the ball over to Krigler. Krigler in the corner. Campbell is going to put the pressure on him. They can't stop the pass, so Wilson is going to be called for a walk. Turnover by the Green Wave. 4:19 to go in the first period. Coming out of the game for the Green Wave is Krigler, and back in is Collier. In for the Camels is number 32, Zach Jackson. We're going to have a foul on the floor. Robert Eisen applauding his team for their hustle on defense. Right. It's good to see. Right. Foul at time on Raymond Wilson. His first, team second. Joe Campbell to inbounds, puts the ball out to Jackson. Jackson to Pearson, back to Jackson. Jackson's at the top of the key, looks over to Cale Weeks. Weeks inside. What a nice pass. What a pass to Jake Nelson. I couldn't even see him opening. I'm up higher than he is. Jackson with 4 1/4.
Good fade away by Jackson.
What a nice shot by Malden's Jackson. That's Dwight Jackson. 7-6. Green Wave trail by 1 with 3:45 to go in the first period. Zach Jackson on the move for the Camels, and he's going to be fouled on the floor. Well, they're going to call it a 2-shot foul. It's going to be on Dwight Jackson. His first, team's third. Going to the line will be Zach Jackson for the Camels. Fans aren't into it. The cheerleaders are. Fans are very quiet. They must have bought a ticket tonight. They didn't get in free.
That's right.
Coming in for the Campbells is going to be number 31. And I don't have a 31 listed, Tommy. Next shot up will not go. Dwight Jackson with a rebound for the Green Wave. Gets the ball down to Gregory in a corner. He's being double teamed. He gets the ball all the way over to Wilson. Wilson over to D. Collier. Collier driving in. Puts up a shot. Overkill. Weeks will not go. I thought it was going down. Matthews with a rebound. Boy, what a workhorse inside. Andy Matthews ties
and then he knocks the pass out.
Wave.
Very good defense on that. Andy Matthews, a hustler.
He never quits, does he?
No, he doesn't. If you had 5 Andy Matthews, you'd have a pretty good team, let me tell you. Well, they're going to get after him.
There he goes with the steal right there. Malden with a 2-on-1 break. Matthews over to Collier. Collier in for the layup. Scores it. Green Wave on top for the first time tonight. 10-8 with 3:05 to go. Matthews again.
In on the play. Got him for a foul.
They're going to call him for a foul. His first, team's fourth.
Well, I tell you, he's working pretty good on the back end of that press that got going there.
Yes,
he's working sideline to sideline there.
Well, Tyler, he's quick. He's agile. He's got long arms, so he can get a lot of things done. Campbell working against that 2-3 zone. They're going to turn it over. Ball back across the center court. Coach Fowler cannot be happy with his team's
I don't think so.
action right now. But on the other hand, let's don't take anything away from the Green Wave's defense. They're very quick. Collier has the ball. Gets it to Gregory. Gregory down in the corner to Jackson.
See, they want to trap in that corner.
Yes. Collier for 3. Scores
it.
D. Collier with his first basket. First 3 for the Green Wave. 13.
Take away Matthews.
Matthews take away, and the foul's going to be against the Campbells. Andrew Pearson, his first, team second. Green Wave will take the ball out of bounds. Coming in for the Campbells will be Kyle Matthews. Going out will be Zach Jackson. Matthews to inbound with 2:34 to go in this first period. Green Wave on top of the Campbells, 13-8. Ball to Wilson. Wilson gets it out to Collier. Collier inside that time to Dwight Jackson. The ball tipped out of bounds by the Campbells. Good pass.
Very good pass.
Good thinking. Just couldn't get the job completed. Green Wave will control under their own basket. Out in the corner to Collier. Collier in the left hand gets the ball over to Wilson. Wilson back to Collier. Collier inside to Jackson. Jackson puts up a 12-footer. Will not go. Ball rebounded on the floor by the Green Wave. Matthews ends up with it, goes in, and we're going to have a blocking foul. Matthews will go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Andy was taking it to the hole that time.
Yes, he was. Foul that time on Kyle Matthews, his first, team's third. So we got a Matthews on Campbell, a Matthews on Malden, a Jackson on Campbell, a Jackson on Malden. Matthews scores his first. Coming in for the Green Wave, number 45.
He's another junior varsity player they pulled
bumped up there.
I'll get his name for you in a minute, Bill.
Matthews second will not go. Ball rebounded on the floor by Weeks, and he gets the ball to Matthews. That's Kyle Matthews for the Camels. Pearson with the ball. 2 minutes to go in the first period. Pearson puts it up for 3. Scores it. I'll tell you what, folks. That's Steve Fowler all over again.
Yeah, right.
I'm telling you, he's just smooth. He's got a great shot. He's worked at it. He did a nice job last year, Tommy. But, boy, I tell you what, this year he's really got confidence. And this is the second game I've seen him play. He's not afraid to put up three-pointer. D. Collier for a long 3. Scores it.
D was struggling the other night over Gideon on that 3. Looked like he's on track right now.
I tell you what, whatever you can do, Pearson, Collier says he can do.
There you go.
They're going to have a shootout right there.
Ball
pass down to Kel Weeks. He's going to save the ball from going out of bounds. Ball going to go back across. Green Wave will control at their end of the court with 1:18 to go in this first period. Green Wave on top, 17-11, Tommy.
Yeah, by watching Malden play at Gideon the other night, this is a different team. This team's come out with a lot of enthusiasm, playing very hard, and playing good on both ends of the court.
Campbell coming in with 5 players here to end the first quarter. Got Robert Jackson, and we don't have everybody's name, but we'll call them as they go. Oh, look at the big guy inside ball that puts it up. Will not go. Oh, boy. Matthews took a hard spill as somebody undercut him there.
Well, I tell you, the turnovers are the name of the game right now. Campbell's got 9, and they're giving up 7 points off those turnovers. So, if Campbell's going to have a chance to pull this closer, they're going to start taking care of the ball, and that's Malden putting that full court pressure on them. They're trying to force them long passes.
Gregory inbounds to Krigler. Krigler down to Wilson. Wilson back to Krigler. Krigler over to Gregory. Gregory for 3. Scores it. Travis Gregory. Green Wave have hit 3 threes here in the first quarter. They're on top by 9 with 1 minute to go in this quarter. Campbell with the ball. That's Hogan with it. We don't know who 52 is. We don't have him on our scorebook. We apologize, but we didn't get all the scores. Ball over to Johnson. Johnson with 3, will not go. Rebounded by the Camels. 40 seconds to go. Ball to Hogan. Hogan back to Johnson. Hogan for 3. Nice form, will not go. Hogan saves it though in the corner. Down to 25 seconds to go in this opening period. Green Wave defense working hard. Take away by Krigler. Krigler going to go in, puts up a shot off the glass, will not go. Rebound Matthews, sticks it back. Andy Matthews, a big first quarter. He's got 9 in the quarter. Green Wave on top, 22-11, 8 seconds to go. We got a violation against the Camels, palming the ball. Ball turned over to the Green Wave with 4.8 seconds. Green Wave have got time to score. Coming in for the Green Wave, going out is Matthews, coming in is Jackson. Ball to Gregory. Gregory puts one up from 3 as the horn's going to sound, and that ends the first quarter with the Malden Green Wave on top of the Camels, 22-11. You're watching high school basketball on Y8C TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Nina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
Well, Tommy, a very fast-paced first quarter. Green Wave came out very strong. They got behind and they kept fighting back.
Sure did. They, like I say, this is a totally different Green Wave team that showed up at Giddington out to play. The guys are playing real hard on both ends of the court. They're hitting their shots behind the three-point line, and they're playing some good defense. And Campbell just hadn't got on track yet. You know, Steve Fowler, as we say, could not be happy. But I think Campbell will pull this thing back closer, and this will turn out to be a nice ball game.
Well, we want to tell you tonight's game, Progressive Farm Credit Services for all your agricultural loans. Mark Weidenbender, the Vice President and Manager. Portageville office number 379-3461. He's located at 501 West State Highway 162 in Portageville. That's Progressive Farm Credit Services. We'll get to the turnovers in just a moment. Okay, Tyler?
Sure thing.
Green Wave will control to start the second quarter. Collier with the ball, working against a man-to-man defense now by the Camels. Wilson with the ball, goes inside, still has it. Nice pass down to Jackson, good move. And we're going to have a foul on Fowler. Justin Fowler with his first foul, team's fifth. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Dwight Jackson. You get time, you got your turnovers, just jump right in there.
Oh, yeah. Well, at the end of the quarter with Campbell's got 11 turnovers, and they're giving up 9 points off those turnovers. And Malden only has 4 that take care of the ball pretty well, and they've only given up a 3-pointer off of it. So ball control big early.
Jackson misses both free throws. Coming down to the Camels with the ball. Pearson has it, top of the key, gets it over to Campbell. Campbell out front, gets it to Fowler. Fowler looks for someone to pass to, back to Campbell. Malden in a 2-3 zone. Fowler has the ball, back out to Campbell out front to Pearson on the wing. He thought about it, pulled it back in. Fowler has it. He's going to drive down the baseline, stops, pulls up for 8. No good. Ball tipped up at time by Nelson. Couldn't get it to go, but was that Weeks that knocked it down? Cale Weeks. Rebound, puts it down. 22-13. Camels trail by 9. Just underway in the second quarter. Collier out front with the ball. Gets the ball down to Gregory. Inside to Jackson. Nice screen on the baseline.
Nice pass.
Well, I'll tell you, Malden's moving the ball down good down low, looking at the blocks for those open passes.
Green Wave are going to be shooting 2. The foul at time on Cale Weeks, his second. Lamar's shot up. Misses the mark on the first one. Green Wave had 5 players that scored in that first quarter. Second shot will not go. Rebounded high up that time was Jackson for the Green Wave, but the ball goes over the Camels. Campbell down with the ball, back to Campbell. Campbell for 3, will not go, short. Rebounded that time by Wilson. Wilson's come off the bench, played very good.
He's a nice athlete.
Yes, he is. Collier with the ball out front, gets the ball down to Gregory. Gregory with the ball, working against Campbell, gets it to Jackson. Jackson against Fowler, back into Gregory in the lane, gives it to Lamar. Lamar inside it. He gets the ball out front. We're going to have a walking call against the Green Wave. Matthews going in for Lamar. Lamar played on the JV team, gave some valuable time there. Krigler coming into the Green Wave. Going out is for a breather is going to be Gregory. Coming in for the Camels is going to be Derek Grubbs. Going out is going to be Cale Weeks. Campbell with the ball. Green Wave in a 2-2-1 zone press. Campbell breaks the press. Grubbs in the corner. Gets it out to Campbell. Green Wave fall back 2-3 zone. Fowler for a long 3. Will not go. Rebounded that time high up. Matthews gets the ball to Collier. Green Wave on the move. Collier going to take it down. Ball out of bounds off of Collier. Turnover on the Green Wave with 6:07 to go in the second quarter. 22-13. Wave on top of the Camels. Fowler gets the ball. Whoa, nice tip out.
Sure was.
Yeah, you can see that ball was going to go out of bounds, and Matthews, of course, had no idea. He tipped the ball out. Ball was being passed over to Nelson. I'll tell you, Campbell sets up very well against that 2-2-1 zone press.
Yes, they do.
They get it. They got good spacing, and they take their time with it. Grubbs inside, drives, ball blocked, and we're going to have a foul on. Andy Matthews, he got him with the body. That's Matthews' second. Team 6 going to line to shoot 2 will be Derek Grubbs. Grubbs is a 5'11 junior. First one up short. I tell you what, that kid's bulked up from last year. I remember on the B team.
Right.
And you can tell he's been to the weight room. He's a man now.
Yes, he is.
Second one up. Knocks it home. 22-14. Campbell's come out and scored the first 3 points of this third period. Green Wave have yet to score. Very low scoring affair, Tommy.
Sure is.
Andy Matthews inside. The ball blocked. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. Will not go. Jackson's going to be called over the back. His second foul. Team 7th. That'll put the Camels into a, it's the team 6. Both teams are 6 fouls. Next foul by either team will send the other team to the free throw line for a 1 and bonus. Pearson with the ball, picked his dribble up, gets it to Campbell. Campbell's got to get across the timeline. He does. Gets it down to Fowler. Fowler back to Campbell. Back to Fowler to Campbell. Over to Pearson. Down into Nelson, and we're going to have a foul on Dwight Jackson. It's going to be his third. Travis Gregory getting ready to check back into the game. Going to the line to shoot a 1-1. Coming out is Krigler for the Green Wave. Going to the line to shoot a 1-1 will be Jake Nelson. He has 4 in the game. His first free throw attempt. Knocks it home. Gets the bonus. 22-15. Green Wave have not yet scored in the first 2 minutes, 45 seconds of the second quarter. Man-to-man defense looks good for Campbell.
Yes, it does.
Second one up, no good. Jackson gets the rebound, looking for somebody to pass to. Quickly back down the floor is Collier to get the ball. He's working against Pearson. Tries to drive in. Ball tipped over to Matthews. Matthews decides to put up a 14-footer, scores it. Andy Matthews having a big game. He's got 2 1/4, 11 in the game.
Also got 5 rebounds to go with it.
He's a jumping jack, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice drive that time by
nice.
Pearson. He took the ball to the hole. He has 2 1/4, 8 in the game. 24-17, 4:45 to go. Matthews with the ball. He's going to drive. Puts up a layup. Will not go. Tips it up. Will not go. Rebound that time by Nelson. And we're going to have a reach-in foul on Travis Gregory.
Travis Gregory.
It's going to be his first. Team's 8th. So the line to shoot a 1-1 will be Jake Nelson. He is 1 for 2 from the line. Was just there a few minutes ago. He has 5 in the game.
Lafayette Jones in to replace Dwight Jackson.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I didn't catch that. First free throw up. He gets the bonus. Lafayette Jones is a 6'1 junior. Second one knocks it home. 24-19. I tell you what, I watched this Campbell team against Bloomfield. Bloomfield jumped out in front of them about 13 points. Campbell just kept chipping away, and they end up winning that game. They were up late in the game, and they didn't do a good job taking care of the ball, or they would have won by more. They ended up winning by 2. Foul on the floor that time on Joe Campbell. It's going to be his first. Team's 7th. So to the line to shoot a 1-1 will be Travis Gregory. Let me back up here just a minute. That foul was on Pearson. That's his second. Gregory's free throw is good. Gregory with 4 in a game. 25-19. Green Wave on top of 6. Second one is good. Fowler inbounds to Campbell. Green Wave are now in a spearhead 1-2-2 half-court trap. Campbell no trouble with it. Pearson is going to be pushed out of bounds by, is that Lafayette Jones on the foul?
Jones.
His first. Boy, the Green Wave committing a lot of fouls.
Sure are, racking up on him.
Yeah, the next foul the Green Wave will commit will put Campbell to a 2-shot free throw.
Right.
A double bonus. Pearson to the line. He has 8 in the game. His first free throw attempt, scores it. He's the type of guy, if you're going to the fair, you want him shooting for you to win a bear for your girlfriend.
That's exactly right.
Second one up, scores it. Gregory down in the corner to Collier. Collier very close to out of the bounce line. He was checking it out, wasn't he? Inside to
take it away.
Jones. And Jones has the ball taken away by Campbell. Campbell trails by 4. 3-pointer by Pearson will not go. All rebounded on the floor by Collier. Quickly down the floor. Great transition dribble. Will not go, though. He put the layup up. Ball on the floor, rebounded by the Camels, and we're going to have a jump ball. The ball will go over to the Camels on alternate possession. Good hustle that time by the Green Wave. Lamar back into the game for the Green Wave. Going out is Lafayette Jones, 26-21 with 3:51 to go in this second period of play. Green Wave on top of the Camels. Again, the Green Wave in that spearhead, or I say spearhead, a 1-2-2 half-court trap. Spearhead's a 1-2-1-1. It's been a while since I've seen that one. Ball, Green Wave with a takeaway. Wilson with a drive. Look at the quickness on the young man.
The young man took it to the hole, laid up that left hand. Looked good.
I tell you what, when he crossed that center line, he hit full stride about 3 steps. He was up in the air and put it up off the glass. Nice drive. Greenway with another takeaway. Collier going to put up one for the free throw line. Will not go. Rebounded by Campbell of the Camels. He's got it down the side. Nice pass to Pearson.
Pearson laid it up and in.
I tell you what, we're going to have timeout on the floor from the Green Wave. But I want to tell you, this Joe Campbell, he sees the floor and runs
That's
the floor
nice
as
job.
well as anybody you'll want to see. He's not, he's the type of guy that gets the job done, and that's the type of guy you look for. Tyler, what do you have for us?
Well, Campbell's starting to take care of the ball a little bit better, and they're actually getting some scoring opportunities against that spearhead you call, actually, that 1-2-2 half-court trap there.
Yes.
Getting some good looks from the outside. Pearson's getting some good looks from out there. He's only 2 of 3 from downtown right now, but Campbell's they're handling the pressure. They turned it over early, but they're handling it now and getting more attempts and starting to open everything up.
Well, this game tonight brought to you in part by Tommy's Convenience on Broadwater Road in Malden. Stop by and visit with the nice folks at Tommy's and register for the Christmas drawing to be held on Saturday, December the 20th. That's Tommy's Convenience Store on Broadwater Road in Malden, a proud supporter of Green Wave basketball. Again, we want to tell you this game brought to you tonight by Progressive Farm Credit, Three Rivers Community College, Tommy's Convenience Store, Shear Insurance Service, your Farmers Insurance Group agents, and also Easy Cook Gas. We appreciate those folks for bringing this game. If you enjoy watching high school basketball on YHC TV, you tell those supporters how much you appreciate them bringing the game. Malden will inbound with 3:11 to go, 28-23.
Looks like a 2-2-1 full court press there.
2-2-1. Let's see how the Green Wave handle the pressure. Krigler gets the ball back to Matthews. Lamar has the ball, and we're going to have a blocking foul called against the Camels. That's going to go against Derek Grubbs. Going to be his first. To the line to shoot a 1-1 will be Lamar.
Well, I'll tell you, Coach Fowler's got the bench, and he's not afraid to use it. I've got Campbell down as putting 12 players in the game so far.
Wow. That's utilizing your bench. Lamar with the first free throw. Can't get it to go.
Malden's looking good bringing these junior varsity teams up, mix them in with the varsity team. Looking very well tonight. Doing a good job.
Second one up, scores it. 29-23, just under 3 minutes to go in the third period. Campbell has the ball. Gets it to Pearson. Pearson tried to hit Fowler with it. Ball taken away by the Green Wave, and we don't have a name on number 3. He still has the ball, and he loses it.
He's trying to get rid of it, but he couldn't.
Gregory for 3. Off the rim, will not go. Rebound. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, will not go. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, it's blocked. Grubbs with the ball with the Camels. Gets it over to Zach Jackson. Jackson to Joe Campbell down in the corner to Fowler. Back out to Joe Campbell. Fowler has a ball blocked taken away by Matthews. And Krigler loses it, gets it back. Krigler's going in for a layup over Grubbs, and he's going to be fouled. Krigler will go to the line to shoot 2.
Krigler's quick.
Oh, he's quick.
I think that goes with the name Krigler. We had one a few years ago, a state track champion named Ryan Krigler.
I wonder if there are any kin.
I would say somewhere down the line.
Krigler has yet to score in this game. His first free throw will not go. Coming in for the Green Wave is Collier. Going out is Gregory. Coming in for the Camels. And I'm sorry we don't have a number 31. Second one put up will not go. Green Wave cold from the free throw line. Pearson for 3 for the corner. Write it down, and he's going to go
for the 4-point play.
He has 3 threes and 2 twos, and 2 for 2 from the line, and he's going to go for the 4-pointer. That cuts that lead down real quick.
He's a nice shooter. Just a nice all-around basketball player.
Also into the game for Grubbs is number 45 for the Camels. Again, we do not have his name down. We apologize, but we went off the lineup from the tournament. Finally misses a shot. Pearson does. Krigler to Collier. Long 3 by the Green Wave. No good. Matthews gets the rebound. Puts it up and in. Andy Matthews having a big game. He's got 4 1/4, 13 in the game. Green Wave out front by 5 with 1:44 to go in this opening or in the fourth period. Walking call against the Camels.
Number 45 for Campbell is a Dean. His last name is Dean. His first name escapes me right now.
Okay. Well, you think it's Tyler Dean? I've got a 40.
That's probably Tyler Dean.
Okay. We hope we're right on that. We'll try to get some of these names for you half. Matthews from out front will not go. Pearson with a rebound. Good position by the young man. Brings the ball down. He's going to drive in. Puts the ball over to Dean. Dean puts it up, scores it. Tyler Dean with his first two, 31-28. Camels cut the lead to 3 with 1:10 to go in this first half of play. Been a very good ball game.
Sure has.
Good spectator game. Krigler with the ball and loses a handle on it. Camels take it away. They can tie or cut it to 1. Jackson goes in, puts it up, will not go. Matthews goes up high. The ball tipped out of bounds by Matthews. Camels will control. Gregory back in for Krigler. We're under a minute to go in this first half of play, 31-28. Ball in the corner to Jackson. Gets the ball to Pearson. Pearson down in the corner to Jackson. Pearson's going to drive, puts up an 8-footer, no good. Rebound by Matthews on the floor. 40 seconds to go. Matthews tried to hit a. Oh, look at here!
Oh,
what hustle!
Here.
What hustle!
What hustle!
Anyway, they didn't get it to go, but great hustle. That's all you can say. Nice pass. Camels come back and scored. Pearson having a big first half. I've got him down for 17. 31-30. Camels have cut the lead to 1. Krigler with the ball. Gets it over to Gregory. Back to Krigler. Or back to Collier. Down 5 seconds. Lamar has it. Puts it up. Will not go. Fowler with a 3-quarter shot. No good. Well, we had that on film if he had made it.
Sure.
The end of the first half of play. It's the Malden Green Wave 31, the Camels 30. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV. Well, it's halftime here at the Campbell Gym. The Green Wave on top of the Camels by 1, 31-30. And joining us is Lance Shear with Shear Insurance Services there in Malden. Lance, thanks for bringing this game tonight.
No problem.
You're seeing a good ball game, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I haven't got to see a game yet this year, but it's pretty good so far.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about your insurance office. It's located where?
We're at 406 North Douglas on the main road there in Malden on Highway 25, right by the J Highway intersection. It's the big blonde brick building that faces south, so instead of the highway. But
a lot of people ask why that building faces that way, and that's the only way we could get it to put that building. It would fit on there, I can tell you that. Y'all offer all kinds of insurance, Lance. You offer life and auto and homeowners, farm, commercial, annuities. You all just take care of people, health insurance. You can write almost any line of insurance.
Yes, sir. We can do just about anything, and we have a Dennis, the other agent, who's my father. He does a lot of the financial solutions like the annuities, mutual funds, and some variable products that'll deal in the market. And over a period of time, they've equaled out to make some people some good money over a period of time. Of course, not right now. It's probably not too hot, but
you know what? They say the best time to buy is when things are low.
That's true. That's true. That's what they say. But
well, let's talk about the most important thing about your business. You take care of people, and when they have a claim, then you take care of your insurance.
Right. The one thing that I can say working with farmers is award-winning claims department, and you know they're going to be there to back you up if you're an agent for them, and that always is awful nice to have when you're talking to people about their belongings, you know, and their retirement funds and everything. It's nice to know that you have the claims department to back you up, so that helps out a lot.
Yes, it does. You're all open Monday through Friday. What are your hours?
We're open 8 to 5. The office is open 8 to 5, but I do house. You know, I'll come meet people anytime. Doesn't matter. I understand some people work the night shift and don't want to get up at 8 and come in. So I'm willing to work with anybody's schedule. So
give this young man a call. It's Lance Shear, 276-4586. That's Lance Shear with Shear Insurance Services. He and his father, Dennis. Dennis has been in the business for over 30 years. Lance has been now for 2 years. And they know how to take care of people. So, Lance, thanks for visiting us. And again, thank you for bringing tonight's basketball game.
No problem.
All right. Hopefully, I'll see a great second half.
All right. Good to see you.
All right. We're going to take another short break, and we'll be back with your stats here in just a moment.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
Are you the artist?
I am.
Oh.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava a la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, again, it's halftime at the Campbell Gym, and Tyler, what do you have for us on stats?
Well, here at halftime, probably the most significant stat to look at is turnovers. Campbell's got 16, and Malden's converted 11 points off those turnovers. And Malden's only given up 8 turnovers, and Campbell's only managed to get a 3-pointer off of those. So you got an 8-point differential there off turnovers. Malden's got the edge there, that 8-point differential. If your first quarter scores 22-11 Malden. But here at the halftime, we got a 31-30 score Malden, so you had a 19-9 run for Campbell in that second quarter, and most of that's due to the lack of turnovers. They only had 11 turnovers in that first quarter, and in that second quarter they only had 5, and Malden had 4 in that quarter. So they got off to a rough start there, controlling the ball against Malden's press. So they handled it a lot better in that second quarter. Rebounding, Malden's barely got the edge on Campbell. It's 19-17. And from downtown, Campbell's struggling a little bit. They're getting open looks. They're just not knocking it down. They're 3 of 10. Malden's 3 of 7. They've had some good looks, and the ones they've taken, they've executed on. Other than that, probably your big-time performer on the boards is Andy Matthews. He's got 8 boards right now at half. You can speak more to what he's done offensively, but he's put up a 3-pointer miss, but he's been working down there and getting a lot of putbacks.
Well, let's talk about points. Let's give the Green Wave. They're on top 31-30 over Camels. We'll give the Green Wave scoring first. Tommy, Andy Matthews had a great first half.
Yes, he did.
He had 13 points. He was 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He has 2 fouls, followed by D. Collier. He had 2 threes in that first quarter. Really helped the Green Wave get the momentum turned around. Collier is yet to foul. With 5 is Travis Gregory. He had a 3, and then he's hit 2 free throws. He has 1 foul. With 4 points, Raymond Wilson came off that bench, has really played strong for the Green Wave, and he has 1 foul. Kyle Lamar has a free throw. Green Wave were 4 for 11 that quarter from the free throw line, and that kind of hurt them. Both teams shooting 11 free throws, but Campbell's 7 for 11. Now the Camels, on the other hand, have got 30 points, led by Andrew Pearson, the 6'3 senior. He had 3 threes, and he's 2 for 3 from the line, again 17 points, and he's followed by Nate Reed, Jake Nelson, who had a great first half, as he was 3 for 4 from the line and 7 points. Then 2 by Weeks, 2 by Dean, 1 by Grubbs, and 1 by Jackson. Now the thing that really sticks out, Weeks only has 2 points. Fowler has yet to score.
Right. That if we would have talked about that before the game, I wouldn't have thought that'd be that way. But he has played good on the defensive end, and if he gets on track, you better be careful because he can shoot the lights out.
Yep. Well, we want to tell you before we start this second half, this game tonight brought to you by Easy Cook Gas, Shear Insurance Services, your Farmers Insurance Group agents, Tommy's Convenience Store, Three Rivers Community College, and Progressive Farm Credit Services. And again, we're going to take another short break, and we'll be back for the second half in just a moment.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava a la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, the second half getting ready to go, and the Green Wave, let's see who will handle the ball. Green Wave will have the ball inbounds to start this second half of play. Matthews will inbound for the Green Wave. Campbell going to come out and get him man-to-man. That man-to-man completely turned the game around
it really
for the
did.
Camels.
Sure did.
Again, glad that you're joining us here on YHC-TV, your television station for high school basketball and football. Matthews overthrows Collier. That starts the second half off with a turnover. Just a little too hard and a little too high.
Uh-huh.
Pearson breaks across the half line, gets the ball down to Weeks. Weeks tries to save the ball, throws it back and out of bounds. Green Wave will take that turnover, and now they'll go with it. Both teams with one turnover in the first 11 seconds of the second half. They'll get in the flow of the game,
That's
get
right.
things going.
Sure will.
Collier with the ball. Hits Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Hits Jackson.
Nice
with it.
fake
Jackson,
and then laid it up in there.
Jackson was going to try to pass it off,
Sure
but all of a
was.
sudden he came open. He's like, I'll just take it on in.
Right.
Jackson with 4 in the game. Down in the corner to Pearson. Pearson looks for someone to throw to. Then he says, I'll just put it up. We can't get it to go. Ball tipped out of bounds by the Green Wave. Campbell will control under their own basket. 7:25 to go.
You know, Dwight Jackson, a while ago, we was talking about, that's a product of hard work right there. That kid has really worked hard throughout the summer.
Campbell inside and puts up
Nice
a shot.
shot.
Joe Campbell with his first 2. Campbell back within 1. Nice move that time by Collier.
Yes,
Gets
it
down
was.
to Krigler. Good head fake. Just went right on with it. You don't see that a lot anymore.
No, you really
Tommy.
don't.
Like I say, the young athletes are so quick.
Oh, yes.
Nice crossover dribble by Gregory. Fowler all over him. I'm telling you, he's pressured.
He sure
him,
is.
isn't he? Matthews is going to drive in, loses a handle on the ball, picks it back up, gets it out front to Collier. Campbell's man-to-man is really playing havoc with the Green Wave.
Sticking with them.
Yeah. Travis Gregory from 16 will not go. Rebounded in there by Cale Weeks. Gets it to Campbell. Campbell to Pearson. Pearson driving. Going to put it off the glass. Will not go. Rebounded by Weeks. He puts it up. Will not go.
roll
Gets
out.
his own rebound. Puts it up. Will not go. Gets his rebound.
Stayed
Puts
after
it up.
it.
Scores it.
That's the
and
way you
he's gonna
stay
go
after the
line.
basketball.
Cale Weeks with his first basket of the second half.
He got 4 rebounds on that trip. He got a defensive board and then 3 offensive boards. He can pad those stats real quick.
D. Collier with the foul. That's his second. Weeks puts up the free throw. Will not go. Weeks has 4 in a game. Ball quickly down to Gregory, and he's going to be fouled on the floor. Foul's going to be on Cale Weeks. His third. Both teams now with 1 foul in this second half. Gregory to inbound. Gets it to Jackson. Jackson out front to Collier. Green Wave are going to set. Campbell in a 2-3 zone on the inbounds pass from under the bucket. A lot of teams go to that zone, Tommy.
They do.
Clog at middle. They'd
Right.
rather the ball go way out front and reload. Campbell still staying in that zone. Thought they were going to pick up man-to-man there for a minute. Krigler down to Jackson, out front to Collier. Collier quickly over to Gregory. Gregory for 3.
Nice
Scores
shot.
it.
Travis Gregory stepped out and buried that one. He's a good little shooter, and he gets on track.
Well, I'd say it's his second 3. He has 8 in the game. Fowler with the ball. Ball down to Pearson. Pearson gets the ball to Campbell. Back to Pearson. He's going to put up a 3. Great arch on it. In and out. Ball rebounded by Gregory. Gregory with the ball has a ball knocked out of his hands. Campbell comes away with it. Fowler has it. Ball taken away by Matthews, but we're going to have a foul. Foul is going to go against Jake Nelson. I've got him for 1. Derek Grubbs into the game. Kel Weeks out for the Camels. 5:28 to go in this third period. Green Wave on top by 2. Collier working against Campbell. I tell you what now, he's working hard. Collier in, puts it up, scores it.
Nice move.
Tell you what, Collier worked hard. He said, if I'm working that hard, I'm going to shoot
right.
it. And he did. 38-34. Green Wave back on top before. Matthews kicked the ball out of bounds. Fowler, we're inbound. Gets the ball to Campbell, back to Fowler to Campbell. Green Wave still in that 2-3 zone like they've been in all night, except when they go to a half-court trap. Good ball movement by the Camels. They're patient. They're not in a hurry. Fowler going to put up one for 3. He knocks it home.
It's just a matter of time. As good a shooter as that young man is, he'll bury that thing.
That's his first basket of the night, and it comes with a 3. He draws Campbell within 1, 38-37, 4:45 to go in this third period of play. Collier gets the ball to Krigler, and we're going to have a charge foul. Good defense that time.
Very good.
Jake Nelson. Nelson saw him coming and planted himself.
Sure did.
And I'm telling you what, Krigler was up there, but he couldn't get up and over that tall 6-foot guy. If he could have jumped over him, I think it'd have been okay. 4:34, 38-37. Green Wave ahead with 4:34 to go in this third period of play. Picked up a little bit, hasn't it, Tyler?
Yeah, getting a lot of pressure out front. That's gonna either cause turnovers or the guards going towards the basket. And that's what we're seeing early.
Green Wave with a 2-2-1 zone press. Campbell going to put up a 3. Will not go. Rebounded, tipped around, goes to
Nelson, and he's fouled.
He scores it, and he's going to go to the line to try to make the conventional 3-point play. Campbell goes on top, 39-38, because the bucket's going to be good. Foul on Krigler. It's going to be his second. Nelson has 9 in the game.
I believe they gave that foul to Jackson. That'd be his 4th.
Excuse me. Why did I have Krigler down there? I saw 15 up there. Nelson bangs it home. Now has double digits. Collier with the ball. Gets it over to Krigler. Said foul went to Jackson. He has 4 in the game.
Yeah, he has 4 fouls.
Thank you for correcting my mistake.
That's okay.
Gregory with the ball. Gets it to Krigler. Krigler has the ball slip out of his hands. And we're going to have a foul on Matthews. It'll be his 3rd foul. 3:52 to go. Lamar in for the Green Wave. Out is Jackson. In for Campbell is number 31. And again, we apologize. We do not have a name. We didn't have time to go get that name for you. Green Wave, Campbell going with a 3-pointer put up by the young man. Will not go. Matthews with the rebound. Gets the ball down, tries to get to Gregory. Ball tipped out of bounds knocked out of bounds by the Camels.
That's 10 rebounds now for Matthews.
Well, Matthews has got a double-double going because he's already got 13 points, 10 rebounds. Collier with the ball. Campbell still putting the pressure on. Collier drives in, puts it up, will not go. Rebound by Nelson. Nelson gets the ball too. Jackson. Jackson goes all the way up, puts it up and scores it. He went coast to coast.
He sure did.
He has 2 1/4, 3 in the game. 42-38. Campbell on top by 4. We've got timeout on the floor with 3:16 to go in the game. Coach Robert Eisen wants to talk it over with his team. We want to tell you this game tonight brought to you in part by Easy Cook Gas. They're located at 419 East Grand Avenue in Campbell. They're serving all of Northeast Arkansas and Southeast Missouri for all your propane needs. Phone 246-2211 or outside the Campbell area, toll free at 1-800-972-0874. If you don't have a propane tank, no problem. Let Easy Cook Gas set one for you. Easy Cook Gas has fireplaces and gas heaters. Easy Cook Gas covering all of Southeast Missouri, Northeast Arkansas. Easy Cook Gas will not be undersold. Phone 246-2211 or toll free 1-800-972-0874. Easy Cook Gas in Campbell, a proud supporter of our leaders, our students today, our leaders for tomorrow. I want to thank those folks for bringing this game to us tonight. Matthews will inbound, gets it over to Jones. Jones still with the ball. A lot of pressure put on him. Foul's going to be committed on the Camels.
Looks like Campbell's picking up the defensive pressure in a little bit. And it's paid off. They've got they've forced 4 turnovers since half.
That man-to-man defense has turned it around for the Camels.
Sure has.
Krigler with the ball. Gets it back to Matthews. To Krigler. Matthews going to drive the baseline. Pulls it back out. Gets it to Krigler. Krigler looking for Lamar inside. Lamar sets a nice screen. Gregory for 3 will not go. Matthews with a rebound on the floor. Krigler just inside the 3-point line. Short. Matthews tips it around. Can't get it to go. Campbell's got a breakaway. Going down and score. Will not go. Matthews with the rebound. Ball taken away that time by Zach Jackson, and he's going to be fouled by Krigler. Krigler did not come meet the ball.
No, he didn't.
Jackson stepped in front, got fouled. Collier into the game. Coming out is Jones. Campbell will inbound the ball at midcourt. Green Wave have 5 fouls this quarter, and the Camels have 3. Jackson with the ball. I think Green Wave has stayed with that 2-3 zone, hadn't they? Or,
sure have.
They go with a trap or a full court press, but their zone has looked good.
Yes, it has.
And Campbell a good 3-point shooting team. Just as I say that, they put one up, will not go. Gregory with the rebound. I'll tell you what, Gregory's got several rebounds tonight for his size.
Yeah, that's 4 for him.
Pass that time off the foot of Andy Matthews. Grubbs has it, going to go inside, and we're going to have a foul. Foul is going to be on D. Collier. It's going to be his 3rd, team 6th. Grubbs is going to go to the line to shoot 2. He's 1 for 2 from the line tonight. .202 to go in this 3rd period of play. First one short. Campbell on top of Malden, 42-38. Tommy, you've got to see Malden play this year. They've got to be looking better tonight than they have in any of their games that they've played.
Yeah, this is a better game than they've had.
43-38. Camels on top of the Green Wave by 5. Collier with the ball, drives inside the lane, puts up a 14-footer, will not go. Rebounded on the floor by Fowler. Fowler quickly down the floor. Gets the ball down to Grubbs. He's
nice
going to
move,
drive the baseline.
Grubbs.
Nice move. Couldn't get it to go. But a good move along that baseline. He didn't back up. Krigler with the ball, back out front to Collier. Minute and a half to go in this 3rd period of play. Lamar has, I'll tell you, Lamar impresses me.
Lamar's a nice player. He takes up some space in there, and he's not afraid to mix it up.
I was talking to Phil Sandy about him in the JV game. He says he's a sophomore, and you talk about somebody that will hit in football.
Yes, sir.
He will get your attention very quick. Collier with a 2-pointer will not go. Ball tipped out to Krigler. Krigler over to Collier. Collier going to drive in, gives it to Lamar. Lamar goes up, puts it up, scores it. I'll tell you what, the young man is not afraid to take it in. His first basket, he has 3 in the game. 1 minute to go, 43-40.
He mixes it up there, and he's only, it looks like about 5'8", 5'9".
Well, he's a stocky young man. Nice pass inside to Jake Nelson, who converts on the layup. Very tough position to put the ball up, but he got under control. 45-40, Camels go back up on top by 5. Collier inside, gives it out to Krigler. Down to 40 seconds. Inside to Matthews. Matthews back to Collier for 3. Will not go. Rebounded by Matthews.
Up and in. Oh, yeah.
Will not go. Rebound by Lamar. Puts it up short. Ball tipped out. Krigler's going to get it for the Wave. It goes out to Collier. 25. Good hustle by the Wave.
Very good.
We're working hard on that offensive board to be as short as they are. Nice move by Collier. Puts up an 8-footer short. Rebound Lamar. Puts it up. Will not go. Rebound Fowler.
Malden had his chances.
They sure have. 10 seconds to go in this 3rd period of play. Fowler tries to hit Nelson underneath. Ball taken away by Matthews. Collier with the ball behind the back. He's going to put one up for 3. Will not go. Rebound by Matthews. Puts it up. The horn goes off.
Just rolled off.
In the 3rd quarter, the Camels come back from a 1-point deficit. They score 15 in that quarter while the Green Wave score 9. And we get ready to start that 4th quarter. The Camels going to lead 45-40. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
3 Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much. Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava a la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
Tyler, what do you have for us from the stats side?
Well, for that third quarter, Campbell's handling the ball a lot better. They only turned it over 3 times in that quarter. Malden, they got twice as many with 6. Your last 2 quarters scoring in the second quarter, Campbell outscored Malden 19-9, and then that third quarter 15-9. So the trend's going their way right now.
Campbell starts the fourth quarter with the ball. Campbell's going to put up one from the three-point line, will not go. Matthews with another rebound. Boy, he has really capitalized on the boards.
That's 15 for Matthews.
Wow, that's a big night for anybody.
It is. I tell you what, that young man just goes at it extremely hard on both ends.
Well, and he's in shape.
He sure is.
You know, he runs the distances for the track team, and he's running all the time. He
just not going to outwork him.
He's just a good athlete.
Sure,
Plays
and
football.
a good kid.
Yeah,
A real good
he
young
is.
man.
Travis Gregory with the drive, puts it off the glass, will not go. Weeks with the rebound. He's back in for the Camels. Just underway in the fourth period of play. Joe Campbell with the ball down to Pearson, who's going to drive, puts up a short jump shot, will not go. Jackson with the rebound for the Green Wave. Gregory goes down, pulls up with a shot from 15 out, will not go. Campbell with the rebound. Boy, it's going to be a track meet there at the end of the game.
Oh,
Campbell,
nice
what a
drive by
drive.
Campbell.
Puts it up, scores it. Joe Campbell with his second basket. He has 4 in the game now. 47-40. Campbell with their biggest lead of the night here in the fourth quarter. Collier has the ball. He's going to put up a 3. Will not go. Rebounded on the floor by Pearson. Pearson, nice control of the ball. Knew where the defensive man was behind him. Campbell going to drive the baseline. He's going to put it up. Will not go. And Matthews, I don't know if they call it a rebound. It's been a turnover, but Campbell gets it right back. Matthews kicks the ball. So that will be a violation on the Green Wave, out of bounds. Here comes Lafayette Jones in for Krigler for the Green Wave. 6:47 to go in the game. Green Wave trail by 7. Inbounding for the Camels will be Joe Campbell. Ball out to Pearson. To Weeks. Weeks drives in, puts it on the glass. Will not go. Rebounded in there by Lafayette Jones. Gets the ball to Jackson, to Matthews. Green Wave need a bucket.
Yes, they do.
Campbell needs a stop. Campbell has got control of the game right now. Green Wave need to change the momentum. Been a good ball game.
Yes,
We've enjoyed bringing this one, folks. Collier with the ball. Gets it over to Matthews. Matthews squares up. He's got Weeks on him. He's going to drive on him. Stops. Leads in. Puts it up. Will not go, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Good movement by Andy Matthews. Got his man off the floor, and then he put the ball up. Got fouled. Tried to go for the three-pointer.
Yeah, I look for the Green Wave to look for Matthews down the stretch here. He's really mixing it up in there. He's gonna draw the foul, get to the line. He's being physical, and that's what I look for down the stretch.
Matthews scores his first one. He now has 14 in the game. They didn't put on the board who made the foul there, Tommy.
I thought it was Weeks, but I could have been wrong.
Well,
but they didn't put it
back.
up.
It's Matthews. He's in the game. I didn't see him in the Kyle Matthews.
Oh, okay, all right.
Second one put up by Andy Matthews. Boy, he's having a game, folks.
Yes,
he's
he
3
has.
for 4 from the line. He now has 15 in the game and 15 rebounds.
15 and 15.
That's something. And what a great defense he gave his play, too. Nice move that time by Joe Campbell. Went right around his man and took it right to the hole. Nobody picked him up. He's only a sophomore. He's going to be something, folks. He handles the ball extremely well. Left-handed and right-handed. Passes the ball up well. Sees the whole floor.
She does.
We're going to have a foul on Derek Grubb's going to be his third. Now, as soon as I say that, they give it to number 21, so I guess that's going to be on Pearson. It's going to be his third. Andy Matthews inside, puts it up, scores it. Boy, he is filling it up, folks.
Sure is.
Well, it looked like everybody else come up to his shoulder or to his chest on that one. He sure got up on that one.
He leaps very well for his side. Look at Campbell. I'll tell you what, he is doing a great job.
I tell you, you're going to stay in front of him. D. Collier, he just eating D. Collier up right now.
I tell you what, he's the type of guy you don't want to guard if it's a man-to-man, because you can't tell if he's going left-handed or right-handed. He handles the ball so well. He looked like he's a left-handed guy the way he's handling the ball, but he is right-handed. Jones with the ball in the corner. Trying to get it to Matthews, threw it right to Weeks. Weeks with the coming down the floor. Puts it up. We're going to have a charge foul. Great defense that time by D. Collier.
Bet it was.
Cale Weeks, a little out of control that time going down the floor, but boy, he ducked the head down, and here he went.
You get in front of Cale Weeks.
You draw that charge foul, you'll feel it tomorrow.
I mean, that's a hoss coming at you now.
And Cale, we mean that kindly.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, Cale Weeks hadn't had a bad night on the board. He's got 8.
Yeah, and he's not been in all the time. 51-44, 5 minutes to go. Green Wave trail the Camels by 7. Collier with the ball, gets it to Jackson. Jackson working against Grubbs. Gets the ball to Gregory. Inside to Jackson. Jackson's going to take it in. Gives it to Matthews. He puts it up, scores it. Man,
up off the glass. That was a pretty shot. Good move.
We got a foul, a holding foul on Gregory. That's going to be Gregory's second. Green Wave's seventh. So going to the line to shoot a 1-1 will be the Camels. Coming back into the game is Jake Nelson for the Camels. Going out is Cale Weeks. Kyle Matthews to the line to shoot a 1-1. He has not scored tonight. Matthews is a 5'10 senior. As I remember last year, gave some very valuable minutes coming off the bench. Yeah. Matthews first one up, scores it. 52-46, 4:43 to go in the game. Camels on top of the Wave by 6. Matthews second one up. In and out, rebounded that time by Andy Matthews.
Who else?
Well, I tell you what, folks, it's fun to watch a young man.
Sure is.
I don't care who he's playing for, that is in there scrapping for everything that he can, and he's doing a good job. Ball tipped out of bounds by the Camels. Green Wave got a break there. Justin Fowler coming back into the game for the Camels. We've got timeout on the floor, and with timeout on the floor, we want to tell you this game tonight brought to you in part by Tommy's Convenience on Broadwater Road in Malden. Stop by and visit with the nice folks at Tommy's and register for the Christmas drawing coming up on Saturday, December the 20th. That's Tommy's Convenience on Broadwater Road. Progressive Farm Credit Services for all your agricultural loans. See Mark Weidenbender. He's the Vice President and Manager at the Portageville office. If you can't stop by and see him, give him a call at 379-3461. That's Progressive Farm Credit. They're located at 501 West State Highway 162 in Portageville. I want to thank those folks for bringing the game. Also, Three Rivers Community College. And we want to thank Shear Insurance Services, your Farmers Insurance Group agent, and Easy Cook Gas. Tommy, what do you think?
Well, I certainly enjoyed this ball game. This Campbell team is a nice team, and speaking of Campbell team, Joe Campbell has really had a nice quarter. He's had a nice game. He's really come to life this last quarter, taking that ball right down the gut of that defense and laying it up in there, dishing it off. And Campbell's fought back and got ahead of this ball game. And Malden, like I say, Malden has played tremendous basketball compared to what they had been playing.
How many rebounds does Matthews have now, Tyler?
That's 16.
16 rebounds. I tell you what, the young man has had a career night.
Sure
he also has 19 points. He's 3 for 4 from the line. He's committed 3 fouls. I don't know how many turnovers he's created and come up with, but he's just had one of those nights that you don't want to forget.
Right. That's exactly right.
You definitely want a copy of this game so you can show your kids and grandkids that Dad did play. There's not many of them that I would want a copy of mine.
Mine either.
Gregory for 3 will not go. Rebounded in there by Joe Campbell. I tell you, that young man, this fourth quarter, has carried the Camels on his back. He loves to work against that man-to-man. Watch him with this left hand, folks. I tell you, he goes left-handed, he goes right-handed. That's a sign of a great player.
Look
at here, the Fowler, the old alley-oop. What a nice assist.
That's the way you draw it up, and I think that was a set play coming out of this. Oh, that was great.
54-46. We're going to have a foul on Camels. It's going to be against Derek Grubbs, it is going to be his third. Going to the line, shoot a 1-and-1 will be Dylan Krigler. He's over 2 from the line tonight. Krigler's had a great game, but has not scored. The Green Wave are going to get back in this game. They're going to have to hit their free throws. First one up, in and out. Matthews is going to be called over the back. Nice block out that time by Pearson. Matthews now has 4 fouls. 3:59 to go in this game. Going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Andrew Pearson. Now, here's the thing about Pearson. He had 17 in the first half, has not scored so far in the second half. He's got a chance from the free throw line on this 1-and-1. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Matthews, number 17. 17 rebounds.
17,
wow. Gregory has a ball taken away by Campbell. I tell you what, you can write the script in the fourth quarter. This young man has carried the Camels. He gets the ball out to Pearson. Pearson drives, puts up one from 8, will not go. Rebounded out of bounds off the Green Wave. 3:41 to go, 54-46. Camel on top by 8. Been a very fast-paced game, well-called game by the officials, I might add. Ball tipped out. Now, see right there, Matthews didn't get the ball, but he kept that ball from going to Fowler. Tipped that ball up, and the ball out of bounds off the Green Wave. Campbell will maintain control in their offensive end with 3:38 to go, up by 8. Grubbs with the ball inside the lane, working against Matthews, puts it up over him, scores it. Nice move by Derek Grubbs. He has 2 1/4, 4 in the game. Campbell out with their biggest lead. They're up by 10. Gregory for 3.
Scored it. Nice shot.
I tell you what, he has 3 threes in the game, 11 points. And nice shooting there by Travis Gregory. We're going to have carry the ball that time by Campbell. Turnover by him, 56-49. 3:15 to go. If the Green Wave are going to get back in it, they need to capitalize on that turnover.
Sure have.
Collier with the ball. He gets it to Matthews. Matthews drives in, and he's going to pick up his 5th foul on a charge.
What a game he's had.
He had a great game. I'll tell you what. He finishes tonight unofficially with 19 points and 17 rebounds. Is that correct, Tyler?
17 rebounds.
17 rebounds. Folks, that's a season for a lot of people.
That's right.
Campbell with the ball to Pearson. Pearson gets it to Nelson. Nelson still with the ball, gets it back to Campbell. Campbell across the timeline, still with the ball, gets it out to Fowler. Fowler's going to work against Gregory, puts it up short, ball out of bounds, and going to be going over to the Green Wave. 2:58 to go. Green Wave still trailed by 7. Still in this game.
Yes, sure are.
Collier with the ball. Green Wave need a bucket. Camels need a stop. Camels fall back in that 2-3 zone. Krigler thought about it, pulls it back. Gets it out to Collier. Collier over to Gregory. Gregory skips it all the way over to Krigler. Krigler working inside with the ball.
Camels got him trapped down here.
Gets it to Jones. Jones to Collier. Collier to the top of the key. Goes inside. Gets it to Gregory. Gregory puts up a quick 3.
Scores it.
Gregory with 4 threes in a game. We've got timeout on the floor with 2:27 to go in the game. The Green Wave have clawed back within 4. Camels on top of Malden, 56-52. And we want to tell you that this game tonight brought to you by Easy Cook Gas, Shear Insurance Services, your Farmers Insurance Group agents in Malden, Tommy's Convenience Store in Malden, Three Rivers Community College, and Progressive Farm Credit Services in Portageville and Crothersville. What do you have stat-wise for us, Tyler?
Well, I'll tell you, Gregory's starting to heat up from downtown here late. He's 4 of 8 for the game, but only down here 4 points. Hey, he's going to be a pretty dangerous weapon towards the end of this game if they're going to keep him open out there.
Well, Campbell's going back, Tommy, to that 2-3 zone, and they were having better they were creating more turnovers over on the man-to-man. We'll see if Coach Fowler brings them back out in the man-to-man.
There you are. And the Gregory, like I said, Gregory stepped out there and buried 2 quick threes. And I get you back in the game in a hurry.
Yes.
And the way Malden can force some turnovers here out of this timeout, you might see a little trap action, maybe a full court press here. So you never know with their quickness how they can create a turnover in just a second. You don't know how this game is going to go here in the next minute.
I was really impressed the way Gregory shot the ball the last 2 times and the other 3s that he's made. He has great form and
Sure
using
does.
that wrist and following through very well. That's what you got to do when you're stroking. You got to follow through. You just can't shoot it and fall back. You got to keep going forward.
It looks like Malden's going to come out full court man-to-man here.
Fowler with the ball. Gregory's on him. Fowler's across the timeline, going on in, gets the ball over to Weeks. Weeks goes in, scores it.
Nice move. Cale just took that thing up there and laid it in.
Strong guy. He has 2 1/4, 6 in the game. 58-52, 2:10 to go. Collier with the basketball, gives it to Krigler. Krigler working against Fowler. Campbell did come back out in that man-to-man. I tell you what, Steve
Fowler's a good coach.
He is a good coach. I tell you, he knows his basketball.
Yes, he does.
And besides that, he's a fine young man.
Yes, he is. That's a fine example for these young kids.
Gregory with the ball. Puts up one from 18 or from 16. Will not go. Ball tipped out by the Green Wave with 1:48 to go. I might say both of these assistant coaches do a great job too. Joey Kerprian and also Evgeny Sokolov. And those guys eat and breathe basketball.
Yes, they do. That's exactly right.
Joey's a new dad. And boy, he is just floating right now. Krigler all over Campbell. Green Wave create a turnover. Jackson has it, gets it down to Krigler. Krigler's trying to get a breakaway. Whoa!
And they call walking.
Well,
maybe he did. Maybe he walked first.
Krigler called for walking. It looked like Weeks turned a flip all over him, but nonetheless, walking call. 1:31 to go, 58-52. We got timeout called by the Camels. It looked like Jackson was going to get called with a 5-second violation. Coach Fowler calls a quick timeout. Guys, what do you think? 1:31 to go. Green Wave trail the Camels by 6, or you can say the Camels on top of the Green Wave by 6. Tommy, you're an old Camel grad. I'm a Malden grad. And I've got to say, I'm very surprised the way the Green Wave are playing. Their first 3 games, they couldn't get it going because I talked to you about it. Right. Tonight they've looked very good.
Yes, they have. And regardless how this game ends, Coach Eisen has really going to be proud, I'm sure, of the effort his young men put in.
Well, their press has worked well. Their half-court defense has worked extremely well. They've had balanced scoring. They're where they're hurting right now is the free throw line.
Exactly.
If they could have converted those free throws, they'd be right in this game. Campbell, on the other hand, is doing very well from the free throw line as they have hit 10 for 18, or 10 for 18. That's correct. The Green Wave, on the other hand, are I think I've got them 6 for 15, 6 for 14. So under 50%. Free throws will win it or lose it for you.
That's
right. That stat has never changed.
No.
Cale Weeks with the ball, gets it to Jackson. Jackson gets it to Campbell. That's who they want to handle the ball. He gets the ball over to Jackson. To Pearson. Pearson down to Fowler. Fowler goes inside against Gregory. Can't get it to go. Gregory with his 3rd foul, going the line to shoot 2 will be Justin Fowler. I tell you, Gregory gives up quite a few inches there. Fowler 6'3", Gregory 5'8".
Yeah.
Gregory, and what they're doing is posting him down on the post there. Fowler's first free throw is short, but it crawls up and over the rim. Fowler with 3 1/4, 6 in the game. He and Weeks have been a surprise on the scoring.
Exactly.
Second one up by Fowler. Scores it. 2 big free throws, hits them. Campbell back up by 8 with 1:10 to go. Green Wave need to score in a hurry. Krigler with a stop jump shot, short. Fowler with the ball, gets it to Campbell. Campbell to Jackson. Jackson's got it down to Pearson. Pearson's going to be fouled by D. Collier. Collier's 4th. Going the line to shoot 2 will be Andrew Pearson. Pearson yet to score in this second half. He's 0 for 1 from the free throw line in this period, and he's 2 for 4 for the night. 59 seconds to go. First one short. Tell you, I'm just amazed at the game Andy Matthews had, and I'm not trying to pick anybody out in particular. I mean, he has had.
He sure has.
I mean, that sticks out right there. That many rebounds, points. I wish we had a stat on how many turnovers he created, because I think he had a double, or I had a double digits in that. Ball out of bounds off of the Camels with 44 seconds to go. Malden will control under their own bucket. Lafayette Jones, 10 bound. Green Wave need to get it, score quick.
Sure do.
Ball to Gregory. Gregory for three, almost off the board. Would I go? Jackson with the rebound. It goes to Campbell. Back to Jackson. Campbell has it. Gets it over to Fowler. Fowler down in the corner to Weeks. Weeks is going to hit Pearson. Pearson drives in, gets it over to Jackson. Puts it up, scores it. He'll go to the line to try to convert on a three-point play. Jake Nelson now with 2 in the quarter, 14 in the game. He has had a big game for the Camels. Travis Gregory with his 4th foul. 62-52. 25 seconds to go. Jackson's free throw, scores it. He now has 15. Krigler with the ball, quickly down to Collier. Collier for 3, will not go. Air ball goes out of bounds over to the Camels with 18 seconds left.
Been a nice ball game.
Hey, Tommy, I've enjoyed it.
I have too.
I am just pleased the way the Green Wave have fought, not given up, played hard. To be honest, I really thought this game would be a much wider spread game. The Green Wave have really played good team ball tonight, shot the ball a lot better than I thought they would. Green Wave doing the sportsmanship thing and not fouling.
Right.
That's going to end that game. The Green Wave are going to go down to their 4th defeat tonight, but they played a very good game. Like you said, Tommy, Coach Eisen has to be pleased with the effort there because they did play good basketball. Final score, and we're going to be back with stats in just a moment. It's the Camels 63, the Malden Green Wave 52. We'll be back in just a moment.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much. Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
Well, that game just ending here, the Malden Green Wave, I really thought played very well. Camels come out on top. Very hard-fought game, 63-52. What do you have for stat-wise, Tyler?
Well, if you want to break down the quarters to start off with, first quarter, Malden jumped out to a 22-11 lead, but then from then on, it was all Camels. You had a quarter breakdown for 19-9 in the second quarter for Camel, 15-9 Camel in the third quarter, and 18-12 Camel in the fourth quarter. So you really saw Malden come out, apply a lot of pressure, get a lot of turnovers, and convert those into points. But it seemed like after that first quarter, Camel started handling their defense and started having a lot better ball control, and it showed. Here at the end of the game, Campbell had 21 turnovers. They give up 13 points on those turnovers against Malden 17, which Malden had the edge. They forced twice as many turnovers, but Campbell started to apply that pressure in the second half, and they forced some turnovers on Malden as well. Your big stat man today is unfortunately in a losing effort for Andy Matthews. 17 rebounds on my stat sheet. Also, you got on the other end, Cale Weeks was big on the boards with 8 rebounds. Joe Campbell, 5 rebounds and 3 assists.
Yeah, it's a small guy.
Small guy, he's getting it done on both ends.
Joe Campbell knows where he is on the floor at all times,
Right.
and he's only a sophomore. Folks, he's going to not get anything but better, Tommy.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, Jake Nelson, he had 5 boards on the night. And Andrew Pearson, he started off hot, and he fizzled out a little bit, but he still ended up 3 of 6 from downtown. Travis Gregory, he come on there late, 4 of 9 for the game. He was their deep threat. But other than that, I thought we had a really good ball game.
Yep.
Malden, they're thin. They got a thin bench, but they're bringing up some JV players that are contributing. They contributed greatly tonight. You had Lamar coming down and getting some rebounds, some key rebounds for the Green Wave. But I think if Malden brings the energy every night that we saw tonight, they're going to be in some games that people won't think they're going to be in.
Yep.
And that's what they need to concentrate on. I think Coach Eisen, he's got a lot to be proud of tonight. And if he can take this energy and level into the upcoming games, I think he's going to be pleased.
Very good on the stats for us. Thank you very much. Tommy, what's your take on the game?
Oh, the same thing. I tell you, I want to just say that I do believe, too, that these young junior varsity players from Malden came up and really gave them some help tonight.
They did, didn't they?
And I know Coach Eisen's proud. Campbell, they're just a fine team, very well coached, and I'm always proud to see Campbell do well, and as well as Malden. It was a fun game to do and a fun game to watch. Very well called ball game. 2 fine coaches. Good place to watch basketball here at this new gymnasium at Campbell, and congratulations to both teams.
I want to say, while you're talking about the gymnasium here in Campbell, everywhere we go, we're treated well. And we were at Bernie last night. We're at Campbell tonight. I mean, they have a setup.
Right.
What do you need? You need water. What do you need? And Jay Thornton, the principal over here, is going to be superintendent next year. Just does a excellent job. Mr. Wilburn, the superintendent, just super great people, and their staff here, their custodians, they do a great job. Their coaching staff, Steve Fowler, is always a gracious coach and wants to make sure, they would like for us to be at every game.
Exactly.
We'd like to be at every game, but we've got to get around and cover some other schools. But again, let's go with these stats real quick for the winning Campbell Camels, who go now to 4-2. Your leading scorer for the Camels with 17 points, Andrew Pearson. Jake Nelson, a fine game. He had 15. 8 points by Joe Campbell, and boy, did he carry him in the fourth quarter. He scored 6 and controlled the ball very well for the Camels. Justin Fowler with 7, 6 by Kel Weeks, 4 by Derek Grubbs, 3 by Zach Johnson for total, and 2 by Tyler Dean. Total of 63 points for the Campbell Camels. They were 13 for 23 from the free throw line. For the losing Green Wave, who now go to 0-4, but like I said, Coach has got to be happy. He tells me we're young, we're quick, we're still learning, and by golly, they are. They played very well. Andy Matthews, 19 points, 17 boards. What a great night. Travis Gregory, great shooting night and really hustled well, 14 points. 8 points by D. Collier, 4 by Dwight Jackson, 4 by Raymond Wilson, 3 by Kyle Lamar. Both Lamar and Wilson coming off the bench and playing off a JV team, played very, very hard, played some good minutes. Lafayette Jones played very well tonight. Dylan Krigler played throughout the game, did not score, but boy, he was very instrumental on the defense. Guys, we want to tell you before we wrap up this game, brought to you by Easy Cook Gas, Shear Insurance Services, your Farmers Insurance Group agents. They're in Malden. Also, Tommy's Convenience Store in Malden, Three Rivers Community College, and Progressive Farm Credit Services in Portageville and Crothersville. We want to thank Kim Stokes on the camera tonight, Tyler Wagner on our stat man, and coming on. And, boy, you really add a lot to the game for us. Tommy Jacobs, you always do a good job, and we appreciate you. You guys, it's fun to do this high school basketball.
Sure.
Well, I'm Bill Hampton. If you're out and about, please put those seatbelts on, folks, because we want to see you back with us again. Again, if you enjoy high school basketball on YHC-TV, tell all our sponsors how much you enjoy it. Don't forget, live today, learn from yesterday, look forward to tomorrow.